Hey everybody, Asher here. Welcome back to Master of Magic. This is the pre-release press build of the 2022 remake of the game. You saw me do a video of this in a longer form before as the Draconians, and I said I'd be running it back, and that's what we're doing. Today we're going to be taking a look at the High Elves. So let's go ahead and hit that new game button. We're going to be playing on easy this time. Part of the reason is just to show you the difference between easy and normal. We'll do another one with kind of some custom difficulty settings here, because we did take a look at Surah last time, but today we're going to be looking at Cherie, who starts off as with the Conjurer trait here, a Master Summoner. Research time and casting cost for summoning spells is greatly reduced, which is all very exciting, because Death has a lot of summoning and Chaos Magic has some summoning as well, but Cherie dabbles in the darkest of magic arts, combining chaos and death magic. She is an accomplished voodoo priestess, and despite her deceptively young visage, she is said to have cheated death many times over. Cherie is a powerful conjurer, and thus she can be called upon the services of many mystical creatures with ease, which is very exciting because the mystical creature she's working with is elves. So we have 4 choices of spells to choose from today. We are definitely going to choose skeletons. Doubles the power of religious buildings, but city growth is reduced. That may not be bad. I think I'll grab some ghouls. And then kind of our other choices here. Black Sleep's okay. We'll do dark rituals. Chaos Magic, you can see that she has 6 common. But if I unselect all of these, we don't have any uncommons unlocked. So we did go over some of the magic from before. We do want to lean into the summoning a little bit. I do like Hellhounds a little bit more than Fire Elementals, as it turns out, so we'll kind of just make it work here, so that's fine. So here are the Elves. They're regular classic Elves, and they are the Arcanian races, so they're going to be on the bright side of the world, as it were. Okay, they are ancient faction and see themselves as a benign force of wisdom. I think maybe they see themselves as a little bit more than benign. Or maybe they're non-threatening. As such, they do favor diplomacy over warfare. Well, there we go. Slower growers, better resistance, some things they can build, but we're just going to go ahead and hit the begin button. So here's the loading screen by the Spirit of Damballa. I am the true magician. Others are mere dolls. So losing your capital city is a serious blow. Yes, if you watch the last thing that I did, the capital city was indeed just kind of taken away at the end because I was just like, screw it. Let's go attack things. That's fine. So we are going to be doing things a little bit differently than last time, but if you're unfamiliar with what this looks like, this is the 2022 Master of Magic. Hex-based instead of regular based here. We do have the same inspection tool though, so that's all very exciting. We do have some spells that we're going to cast. We are going to go ahead and cast a Magic Spirit as well. So hooray for that. This is the casting screen. I did get some comments last time that people preferred the older school casting screen. I can see that. Also, if we go to the city view real quick, I still like the idea of having the buildings sort of show up here and being able to switch back to the tiles. That's kind of one of my feedback here. Part of the appeal for the old Master of Magic was just being able to click in and like, oh, there's my city. Anyway, we do have a lot of different things that we can build. I am going to start with the sawmill, though, and we do have some garrisoned units in here. Now, one of the important things is that, and one thing that I missed last time, was that you can actually keep a garrison unit in there to keep you from having too much in the way of rebellion. So this will help us get ourselves going a little bit. We have 2 citizens working. We have no excess food. You see, we can try to rush this out a little bit faster. If we do go a little bit higher, we lose that speed. So we do want to balance this stuff. I don't like managing via familiar here. We do have a swordsman that we can search with, and we could just send the settler out, but honestly, we have a bunch of little places to look at here. Towering before you is a something that has lots of Nagi. You'll see the stats on here are a lot lower. Once again, we are in easier mode at this point. We lose that movement here. I'm going to send the settler out to explore this side. And I apologize for having a little bit of something in my throat here. That's apparently stuff I didn't realize until I started moving around. But we'll just kind of get to know our borders here. We have research to pick. That's magical research, Do we have any uncommon spells here? Common, 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 common. Should all be common. Okay, let's learn Drain Life first. Like I said, I do like Fire Elemental to a point, but one of the issues that we ran into last time is that I didn't properly use the casting skill here, which improves how many points you can use to actually cast things over turns over time. Right now, we do want to keep a kind of positive mana here, but I'm going to lower this just a little bit because we want to focus on research and buffing that casting skill first. We'll be getting a little bit of mana per turn, but sorry, the opening salvo of the game is going to be a little bit slower this time. So let's go ahead and just get moving here. What do we got for you? Oh. Wow. Okay. So we got free money. And we don't want to run too far into the wilderness here, but we do have to get away from places before they will actually... Okay, that's not until next turn. And then do we get another freebie here? No, we actually got some fairly defended places early. So once again, just a little bit more turns here. I think this is probably going to be the edge of the island. It's not. We have some gems. That's not a terrible place. And this place is guarded by one unicorn. One single unicorn. Don't know how that would turn out. Promise, it's... I'm not dying because I'm a necromancer here, that's for sure. So that is our a fallen temple with a fallen evil unicorn. And it looks like we have a strange lake here, so I don't want to go too far with the settler in case we decide to go in the other direction here. I think we did look at almost everything that's around here, so we'll bring you back over. We can use the turn queue for that. And then this ghost with the most is going to be able to do some stuff. You can see we're only getting 1 mana per turn. Okay, I come bearing gifts. I will accept that gift, and we get a second magical spirit. Let's actually adjust our magic here so we can get 3. There we go. So you should move automatically. I don't know why sometimes it decides to move automatically and why sometimes it doesn't. But we do get free treasure here. So we're just going to kind of explore our immediate surroundings, which it looks like is incredibly waterlogged here. Yep. Okay, so we got a grassland tower and something else that's full of warbears. All right. And like I said, you may wonder yourself, why do we keep popping these things all the time? The exact reason is so that we know what we can prioritize, because we're going to need to build up some forces eventually to get things moving here. We still do have some turns before 28 turns. I'm not sure what happened. Oh, we have 1 rebellion. Now, that's unfortunate. Huh. Well, if we lower the tax just a little bit, it'll be fine, and we'll hit the bottom line. And see, this is what happens. I start going a little faster, and we forget to move our second wandering spirit. So we have some fun dead there. Looks like we have a beautiful green grove with a sprite sitting in here as well. All right. So it looks like to the southwest there may be some good stuff, but this is like really surrounded. This is kind of crappy too. And you can see we have an unsuitable place. There's another town over here because we can scout a little bit with that. So if we're looking for another settlement, it's looking like it's going to need to be over here. I was kind of hoping to see if I could take advantage of the gems, but the population is just going to be so low. So let's go ahead and move our settler back. Alright. So yeah, we got lots of desert. And am I actually not able to pass... Wow. I think I'm actually not able to pass through those block tiles with the settler. That's useful information. Alright, so... Not freebie, but we're just going to keep clicking on these. It's a single hellhound. I could probably defeat it right now, but we're not going to fight it with one spirit. We have spirit, yes we do. But we need to find a place to settle so that we can potentially... Ooh, did not want to do that. So... we win the Batcave encounter. And yeah, we're just... What's going to happen here... I wonder if this is the map bias a little bit. Is that this is probably all going to be water here in the middle because we're in Flatland Town. That's not what I wanted to do. So yeah, I bet this is all going to be a wall. Which, if that's the way it is, then we'll just live with what we have. Because this looks like it's going to be... We're not going to have much of a choice for settlements, although there's game down here. That does help a little bit. Although I think there may be a settlement down here too. Okay, we got coal, max population 20, 21. I think we may be doing this spot, so let's go over here and let's... Okay, don't want to move you. Jerk face. Okay. So I don't know if we're just on a lonely, lonely island here, but these settlers having to move all around this. We are going to have to clear this out at some point, apparently. So what did we say? We said unsuitable due to things here. There is coal right here, and if we settle on coal, I guess we'll get the bonus for coal. I like having the production bonus. I like having the nearby forest. Those are all very good things. So we'll settle on the resource. And then we may be able to take it, as I said here. One of the map biases I've seen is that the maps don't cross over the edge here. I don't know if that's a thing from the original game that they decided to just hold on to, or if that's just an early access oversight. So special actions, we'll build an outpost. And you can see we get all of these things here. Now there may be some more good stuff down here in just a little bit. So more money, more ghoul problems. We're going to leave our defender bravely stationed. We're going to explore and see if the waves are nice. But yeah, like I said, one of my big goals here for this new setting, this running it back, is that we're going to be playing a lot faster. Playing a lot faster means that we're going to be trying to do exploration a little bit faster. We're going to be trying to be a little more decisive. And try to use some hotkeys when they're appropriate. Like, for instance, let's check the city. Here we have Fallen Leaf and Bright Leaf. And Fallen Leaf has a marketplace in a few more turns. And that's going to immediately help with our income. Next up, we have some options here. I could do the library. I could do the armory. It's probably going to be sawmill, shrine. These are all decent choices. And we do have a forest in range. So that's where having this map kind of does help. Weirdly, the forests are all like this, but in truth, it's just tucked over there. I think just for the sake of completion, we're just going to do the library. Well, let's do the library first. Yeah, that'll be fine. We do have a shipwrights guild available, so that's fun. Okay. I said I'd play faster, and now I'm putzing around the menu. We did not check the darkest dungeon. It is the barest dungeon. How many war bears can you fit in a dungeon? It turns out quite a number. Okay, so we're just going to start exploring to the southwest. We are going to need to build another settler here. That is a Tower of Death wizardry. That's exciting. Because nothing says be a good neighbor like the Death Wizard's coming to town. We're going to check this area, but we know it's the end of the island. I could potentially build another town down here, but it would be really crappy. So we're just going to go over there next turn. Alright, so definitely a lake-filled start and a little weird. We'll see if we get another good place down here, but Until we can take care of... Oh, we actually have an unexplored fallen temple. Awkward. Okay. For all I know, one of those fallen temple is not actually a problem. That's not where I wanted to move you. And that's part of the demo thing right here, is that you get in a rhythm for how to move all this stuff. But sometimes it does mess with you a little bit. I am just going to explore this temple now. Just in case it opens a path here. It does not, although it is a singular skeleton. We're not gonna deal with it for now, but we will deal with it next turn, and maybe not necessarily next turn, but when we finally... Hey, look, Brighthaven! 4 high men that are swordsmen. So we knew from the tab button that there was something nearby. Here's another one. This monster lair simply has mana. Cool. Alright, speaking of mana, we need to summon some undead here. Now, the nice thing about the Fundead is that they are actually going to take... Okay, I don't think we can summon some of that until next turn. But, okay. We're going to keep you up here for now. So at least this way, when we look in town, there's no rebellion to speak of. 3 turns until this is here, and when we get that second undead, we'll give him a knock down here, because I think we are going to need... If we look at our High Elf Swordsman real quick, which let's do that in the Armies tab here. I gotta remember how to actually look at these units. There we go, right click. They have a melee attack, 1-hit chance, forced, or large shield. Melee attack. They have some armor here. They're immune to a lot of things, including cold. But it doesn't look like we need supernatural weapons to hit them. I have a feeling that's not necessarily the case. We got a second skeleton, so that's exciting. Yeah, we have a Swiss cheese map for sure. It's so weird. Let's say hey to Brighthaven. These are high swordsmen, and they are a little bit stronger than me. We still may be able to hug that town and call it ours in a little bit, though. Alright, so first fight versus the one skeleton. We should be able to win. I could send in the familiar, but I don't feel like skipping. Not in the video, not 17 minutes in. So we have some cannon fodder and our other unit that we don't want to be cannon fodder. We could cast a spell. I want to cast Magic Missile. Now, when we are looking at this here, we do want to actually give you guys experience if we can. Unfortunately, we gave them death mostly, so that's not my favorite. So, more dead skeletons, and now we have to worry about the fact that these guys aren't actually in range. Fortunately, they did not attack our living soldier, so he can actually regenerate. Hooray! So, we learned, and we have +2 High Elf Swordsmen, so improving rank is very important. We learned mana leaks so that we can make somebody oopsie their mana. And we can't move y'all yet, although if we do have another place that we can take, like this mysterious cave, I do want to send these guys over here, and it is probably time for us to start buffing this a little bit. So we'll keep doing our casting skill for now until I can get it up to 25, and then we'll switch over. So yeah, that's a sprite and the giant spider. Do we know about them? Probably a little dangerous, TBH. So High Elf Swordsman has leveled up. Skeleton has not leveled up because they're skeletons. Outpost expanded and is big enough to now be a hamlet. We will get to that in just a minute. Alright, so there's Brighthaven. We do have another ghoul that's going over here, so we're actually going to go explore north side and see if there is any other place that we can desperately attempt to settle, because most of our good land has been taken. Now, I don't exactly know for sure if, as long as you're in friendly territory or if you're actually in town, that this needs to happen. But one way or another, we'll get there. Any other spells? We could summon a ghoul. It takes 60. We could summon some hellhounds. Hellhounds are cuter. But we are using quite a bit of upkeep right now. So yeah, a little bit of a problem. We may just push with the skeletons for now. I do want to keep using both of these to explore. So see, because we want little bonuses like that. That'd be good. Okay, fortunately, these are not impassable mountains. And what do we have here? It is guarded by one skeleton. So that's another thing we could definitely take. If we don't have neighbors that can take it. And if we look here, you can see our High Elf Swordsman is healing. Hi-ho silver, I guess. Then more money. And then just more Swiss cheese over here. Okay. I was wondering when you cats would start. It's the most popular part of the videos. What antics will the cats get into today in Conbra? Conbra with lots of barbs. Probably not a place I'm going to be taking anytime soon. So good to know. I don't know why I sent you this way. I definitely did not want to send you this way. But now that you're here, let's say hello to a neutral city that we will absolutely not engage in, but it's important to have that information because nearby is a place that we definitely could engage in. And what the F, David Blaine, is going on here? Do we have another place that we can potentially settle? It's one of the important questions. So 18, 21, 19. I like having cities of at least 20. But we gotta start looking at the possibility that maybe we're gonna have to just settle for like 18 or 19 with good production. Wait, is that 18? Okay, I thought that said 72 for a second. That can't be right. Okay, cool. So let's get down here. Make sure we're not missing anything here. It looks like there may be something worth our time here. You guys are healed up enough. Let's go ahead and stompy the Hellhound here. That's how we pay for our upkeep. In fact, we have a pretty large food surplus because I forgot to do this here. So all right, lots of options. If we look back here, you can see we have a lot more forest, so we stand to get a lot more from the sawmill this time than the other one. Also build a barracks. And we should... I thought we had a granary. Apparently we need a builder's hall first, so... We'll do it like that. And then if we go back to our hometown here, where we can totally... We still have one rebellion, but that's because now somebody's not there, so it's fine. You just go right on rebelling here. We're gonna go ahead and queue up another settler after the library. It's fine. We have gems, gold. It's all good. All right. So did I say I wanted to explore down here? I guess I'm doing it now. Because if it's a bunch of lakes, we're just going to circle back. Yeah, that's a terrible peninsula. And there's the auto move actually working. Let's see. I mean, there's some decent tiles down here, but I still think I'd rather do the 18 and 23% with the grassland. Yeah, I think that's going to be our better place to settle. Issue, of course, is that we have some slightly more difficult places to clear to get there, but it's okay. And you can see we are on very healthily turn 29. This guy is coming back up here, so now I am going to just across the water. For all the things that are going on, I haven't had much in the way of performance issues here so far. We should win with negligible losses. Maybe we lose a skeleton. In fact, I kind of want these skeletons to run point. Because every dog loves a bone. LOL. No, not really. We're not going to do that. So, skeletons on point. Now, we do have casting skill. We could potentially cast a spell. We could cast the Black Sleep, giving them lowered resistance. We could cast Firebolt, which is not a great spell. We could cast Shatter, but they're weaponless. Wall of Fire, which isn't very good. Let's cast a Firebolt. Well, no, let's not cast a Firebolt. Well, let's cast a Firebolt. Screw it. Firebolt on the probably fire-resistant Hellhounds. That could have been worse. Okay, so we'll move you guys up here, see if we can get you in on round 2. So here comes the Pup Brigade. Paw Patrol. Alright, so slice and dice. You may be caught on fire a little bit, but that is a risk I'm willing to take. You actually did not manage to kill a puppy, but it did not kill you either. So, let's see if we can take it out. There we go. Another location. Now, oh, some caves are here. We lost 10 mana. We learned Terror. And we have little more bonus experience here, so nothing super, like, crazy yet. I kind of want to send these guys to explore this, but for now, what we're going to do is we're going to try to hedge here. Because you're garrisoned here. You should be able to reach this in a turn. What are you? Oh, 3 Guardian Spirits. That is going to be a... No, we're not engaging that right now. We possibly could later, but ghouls and skeletons, warbears and sprites. Just 1 node of power here, which would be exciting. We could totally drop a skeleton in here for 1 sprite. And if we look at the sprite, magical ranged attack, flight, ignore terrain movement, may not be attacked in melee unless the attacking unit is flying or possesses a breath attack. So that's going to be an issue. One of the things that I really like about this game, and it was kind of ahead of its time very much, is that you have different styles of units, different types of units, so you have to really pay attention to what you're attacking into. Like, you may say, oh, just 1 fairy sprite, it's fine. Like, if we look at this unicorn, it resists everything, it's teleporting. This unicorn would probably kick our ass, but... Can we be the good guys and recruit it? It has a 5 upkeep. I mean, who punches a unicorn? Maybe we punch a unicorn. Okay, so we're definitely not taking that on. So let's see if we can rest and recharge here. We have sprites and giant alien spiders. Don't want that. See if we get the garrison back on, if that's going to help our town, which currently has +1 food. So that's exciting. We cannot make this go any faster. We have a little bit of passive growth. We could be building housing instead, but my preference has always been to let that go and grow a little bit passively. So let's go this way, see if we can explore even more water. So Bright Haven, after punching a unicorn, might be the way. Alright, did we explore this? Nope. And it is money. There's always money in the banana stand. And that is a volcano, a chaos node. Yeah, don't want to mess too badly with it, so let's go over here real quick. We're going to test here. You have 33% health. You have 83% health. We have 30 mana. So we are totally going to summon a Hellhound. Next turn. Alright. And inside the volcano, we have fire. Well, who would have seen that coming? I love that my fire elementals just die at like the drop of a hat. Naturally enchanted weapons, all that stuff. Hellhounds. Not immune to fire, it turns out. Alright, so we have you here. So did you guys heal any? 83%, 33. So we're going to put you back on the town for a minute. Take a few turns to let you guys rest up. And then, we just got the settler next, right? Okay, so workers are doing good, farmers are doing good. Our population is doing fine. We just have shore over here. So we could build like a shipman's guild for like a tiny lake, do the really sad civilization thing. Just like we will conquer our tiny sea. Our high elf swordsman has leveled up again. Congratulations. We did not mean to click there. But that is apparently on the edge of the map, so Brighthaven I still think is a good way to go. You can see now these skeletons, well, maybe they're not going to heal. Maybe we just gotta let a unicorn punch them out, because they are undead after all. How much to summon another one? 19 mana. Did I just summon one anyway? I gotta watch my clicks. We're just gonna do this now. Alright. That's scary. Alright. And it looks like we have another Dark Temple here. Defender neutral units. Now, if we get somehow turned away and say the unicorn's too dangerous, we won't do it now. I have a feeling it definitely is too dangerous. Even with all of our undead glory. But... oh, we got people. We got another faction here. So, who are you? You're the forest. Let's go to the diplomacy screen. We have no meeting with anybody yet. Well, we could try to bump into him real quick. Orc Bowman. You know, I'm going to send the familiar. So, the defender won, even though we were supposed to win. That's fine. So that ends our scouting there. That's why I don't send the familiar. Ugh. Okay, lots of fire elementals. This is fine. So we have almost nowhere really good to settle because everything is full of water. We need to see if this is doable. This is a little scary. We win with heavy losses. So let's not do this just yet. And that's the thing. That's one of the things that I definitely need to get myself used to with Master of Magic again, is that it's a game of patience. You have some time to build stuff up. Like you can see, we have area we can settle. We have at least one town we can take. I can probably build another city over here. It's just that this location sucks really badly. Like we just got desert and shit. It's fine. But yeah, like once we get down here, I think we're only gonna have like one more place that we can go, and that's okay. All right, so let's run it back for now. We're summoning another skeleton anyway, so. And we do know there's orcs on the map somewhere. And this is where maybe I could have summoned a ghoul as well. But we're getting a little bit of money. In fact, you know what I should be doing? We have all this cash. Let's buy a settler. And then we can build another swordsman, we can build a spearsman. Don't know if I want a halberdier. I mean, I guess we could build a lot of different things, but let's go ahead and build that. And build that. It's fine. Like I said, we have all this early money. I should be making this a little bit better, so you guys can merge over here in a little bit. Like now. So let's get back. And high elf settlers. Hopefully you're not going to be eaten. I do value the 1823 versus 1719. So we'll just send you guys down there. Alright. This seems like a chunk of land we might be able to work with. We learn drain life, that's fine. What's our research now? There's our mirror, that's fun. Aren't we posh? We know we have orcs near us. I don't really feel like corrupting their land, but I do think do anything that we can cast that will like hurt their ability to do this. Oh, really? So we have a lizard man tiny village. Okay, so I see a plan here. We take Brighthaven, which for some reason I didn't scout. Even though I think I know what's in Brighthaven. So now we have multiple skeletons for multiple cats. It is a elf warrior and some undead. We're going to try the unicorn here. Even if it looks like it might not work out, we're going to try the unicorn anyway. Finallyunicorn.com. Okay. So let's move you here. Look! It's more of you. And let's go ahead and settle here. So see, we're missing a little bit of stuff here. But Ballad is the name. Are you guys still just orc bowmen? So it were. Well, they can't attack us over the water, I think. So, meanwhile, Falafel land here. Let's buy this. Nothing much to cast right now. And you can see we have some enemies that have come after us here. They are... we don't know what they are. But they've popped out of town. We've already seen that, so we'll see if we get attacked. But they are coming for Ballad. And that is not my favorite. Alright. Well, if they do, they do. They're highmen bowmen. But for now, we just have to deal with this thing here. Alright, so this place may be guarded by a single unicorn. We're going to command personally and expect heavy losses here. So if we take a look at the unicorn, Uni the unicorn has turned teleportationist. So resist to all friendly units in a group and risk here poison immunity +2 hit chance. I don't know if we have any good spells that we can cast on you right now. Like warp sleep doesn't work, terror doesn't work. We may try a shatter in just a minute. So let's send in the dogs. Probably oversent the dogs, but it's fine. Turns out skeletons don't heal naturally. That makes sense. Okay, so did they murder the puppies? No, the puppies actually held their own really well. Okay, now we shatter. Does this work? A burst of chaos energy ripples through the enemy, shattering their resolve. Will this work or will they resist? Looks like they resisted. But also almost dead. Well, can we embarrass you with the skeleton? Okay. Nothing says undead party like just sending a constant stream of skeletons after you. all we're doing is helping our mana economy here. So this is exactly why our summoner character is summoning, because she's like, you undead are just disposable tools. So let's end the turn here. Unicorn SWAT. But we did some work. Okay, Hell Puppy. And engage. Did we get him? Not really. Okay, let's send in the swordsman. Who kills a unicorn? Seriously? We do, apparently. Alright. Are we the bad guys? That's the joy of Master of Magic. We're all the bad guys. And we get a second attack for some reason. Okay. Hooray! I will credit that as heavy losses, but it works out. So our swordsman gained another level. We lost some units. But we got Shield of Bless, our first artifact. So where is our artifact screen? That's not it. That's not it. I knew this. It's not under diplomacy. I'm really surprised we haven't seen anybody yet. You know, I could turn some of this gold into mana. I think that's probably a good idea. Let's turn 150 into there. So we have 77 mana. I think what's going to be the right move here, just to try to look ahead, is if we build another Hellhound. And we send it to Ballad. Because I don't trust those guys as far as I can throw them. So, guard our township. We are being attacked here. I'm going to command personally this time because we're supposed to have negligible chances at losing. But I have bad experiences with guardian spirits here. We're non-corporal. Naturally enchanted weapons, a melder. Like, how do you hit us with arrows? Is a really good question. Okay. Once again, really good question. How do you hit us with arrows? Okay, we took 1 damage. Now they're running. And they can snapshot, so they can run and fire. Good to know. And now we punch. Okay, got one. Kind of want to cast a... I don't really want to cast Black Sleep because that's 30 here, but... we're going to do it anyway because I'm tired of chasing them. And I think we got him. Let's do auto combat here. Because we just have like the slowest ghost chasing after these guys. And I think we're actually going to lose again. So game not necessarily doing a great job predicting what's going to happen next. We have 4 archers here. Can we go ×4 speed, please? Wow, that's a lot of damage. I think we're going to lose. Oh, we won. Barely. Okay, well. And then we have y'all here. We have Puppy here. Alright, well, I think this is going to do it for this start of the save here. Like I said, I'm a little annoyed by these guys. We're going to move the puppies down here. We definitely don't want to give up our land here, but yeah, we're going to have to deal with these guys, and that means we're going to have to deal with Brighthaven. If I tried to move them right here, we may actually win outright. But I'd rather be defending my settlement here because it's still growing, and that's not my favorite. Before I forget, let me go ahead and cast another skeleton. And we are gaining mana ever so slowly, but we have gone all the way down. We still have research here for weakness. It's fine. But this is Asher with Master of Magic, the 2022 game. Granted, we're on easy difficulty. This is more just to display a little bit more of what the game looks like instead of me clicking in frustration, trying to remember some of the things that I'm doing, because as I said previously in comments, this is one of those games that I played a little bit, maybe not as much as other games from the 90s, but definitely one that I forgot more about than I remembered. So it's nice to show it off a little bit more here. Thank you, Slytherin Games, again for passing out this early press demo. Like I said, this is a demo. This game comes out in December. This is not the final version of the game. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. We will do this again soon. You all take care.